Okay, so we're doing this Asian fusion trim on our standard poodle. And we want to get her angles set in and blend this all down without taking off the length here. So we're just going to kind of skim off and blend it in so that we have all this left. And again, for those of you that are wondering, I'm using a 30 blade with a purple or with the 4 comb, metal comb over it, which is equivalent to a 5 blade. But what's nice about using the comb instead of the blade is it's a little bit softer look, and customers tend to like that better when it's softer looking. So we're just using this so that we can get that nice soft finish. And I'm going to show you a little trick. Now that we have this side pretty much cut in, I'm going to show you a little trick you can do that's going to set this trim apart from some of your other Asian trims. Once you get your length set, what you want to do is go through, take some kind of coat spray and spray the body down, and take your hand and massage the coat. And what that's going to do is put a little bit of a marcel texture or a curled texture. So that you can have that little bit of curl, and it gives it a little bit of texture going through. And just keep massaging that in. Don't go onto your long part. Leave that the way it is. You're just going to do the short, tight body, and you're going to curl that all up. And you can do this with your client dogs. It's real easy. She would be considered a Moyen standard because of her size, but she's actually not called that on her papers. But see, you leave this nice and fluffy. You spray her shorter coat, put that curl into it. And this way, it's going to give you a little bit more texture. Can you hand me my comb there, please? Yep. Thank you. So we're going to comb up. Just kind of put this in place, and then we're going to let that dry, and that's going to curl up. And like I said, you want to leave all of this straight. You don't want to curl this, so you don't want to hit that with your spray. Comb down the part that you're going to leave straight, because you don't want to wet that. You want to tighten up at the elbow, so that you're going to need your shear for. So take your shear, tighten up on this elbow. You can't see that until you get your clipper work done, and you see how you have to tighten that in. And we want these nice flared legs, so we want to make sure that we're not taking a lot of length off the leg as we're coming down. Well, Lisa was just saying the best way, Lisa Leedy, because she's here with me too, she was saying you want that triangular shape, or some people call it a bell shape. It just depends on what you like to call it. But this way you can get this elbow pretty tight, transitioned up into the body, so that you don't have all that flipping out. But on these Asian trims, the bodies are short and the legs are left real extreme. Like I said, keep combing up. You cannot comb a poodle coat too much. Make sure that your elbow is nice and tight. It's okay. So that you have that nice transition from the body down into the leg. You want to fix this. Roll that over so this pops out. Fix that line right there. Let it back in, and it gives her that nice waistline. You want to fix this transition from the leg up into the body. Stand behind your dog, pull the leg back. And just cut that up so you still have that nice depth of chest. You're still going to give her that nice fill in the groin area or her tuck up area. Comb down. Make sure you're combing on the inside as well. And we're going to fix that line right there. So you have that nice transition down into the leg. You're going to comb this up. You're going to stand behind her. If this comes out too far, you're just going to come in from the top and scissor that in so that you can blend that so it doesn't poof out too much. Hold up the leg, comb down. Make sure you have that nice transition all the way up now. Let's get that off so you can see down to the foot. Neaten up this edge down here. Just tighten in. That's going to give her a little more of a kickback with her leg, which always looks cute. So that you have that nice bell look. We're going to finish trimming this tail into the body. Now we didn't shave her tail like you would a normal poodle because I like the transition where it has a little bit more length on it before it goes up into the tail. So we're just going to scissor that on either side. Take off those little long points. Fine tune her little butt here. Go back to the front because I can see where it's pooching out too much back here. So we're going to comb that back, comb it out, and we're going to fix this edge right here. Make sure you get the inside as well. so that you can get that nice pretty finish. Because with her body being so short, if you don't have all this finished, when she walks, all this is going to poof out and it's going to look kind of weird. So you want to make sure that your transition lines and stuff are well scissored. Like I said, both on the inside and the outside. Put the leg down. See what we've got going on. And when you scissor the bottom of the foot, you want it to look like it's coming up off the table. So you want this nice little roundup at the foot. So it kind of looks like she's up on her toes. She just saw something she thinks she knows, so she's really trying to look. And if you let them kind of stand natural, then you can see the shape a little bit better. You can tell if her elbow needs adjusting, if this needs to come in tighter. So just kind of letting her stand freely, it's going to show you if you're getting this length right. Now, when you have a party color, you have to watch because the illusions can be a little bit different because of where the color stops and the white part starts. So sometimes it's an illusion and you have to just kind of eye it and see if it's where you want it. You can adjust that a little bit by cutting in your color, which then it makes it look more uniform. Check the inside of your leg while you're up front, that way you can see. But you want her toes to look like she's up on her feet so that she has that more ready to go look, kind of like a terrier foot. Now we want to finish the neck. We want to cut in the side of this neck. Follow through. You want to finish your edge here. Bring the head down. Blend that in. Come up and out. You want to blend that tip in. Don't leave it sticking out. Now when we curled her body, we stopped at her neckline because we're going to leave that straight like her legs are. So we're not going to curl up into her head and neck. Now with her head and face, we don't have the face grown out where we want it yet because we shaved it about 3 weeks ago. So we're letting this grow, taking off those couple of little long ends on the sides of the muzzle. but that's going to grow out so that we can do something cute with the face to go with the rest of this trim. Scissor over her ear. We're not taking a whole lot of length off that. We're just going to scissor around it. Because as this grows in, then we'll blend all that in together. So we're not going to go in and go crazy with the ear till we have our face set in. But you want that nice transition from the head down into the neck and into the body. And because we're going to leave her head on the fuller side, we want to make sure that we don't go too tight behind the ears because we want this all to blend so that it's all one nice line. Okay, so this is our Asian fusion. Let's get that out of the way. Stay. Poodle.